welcome to my channel, Diamond Goddess. Today I'm doing a whip and chat. Whip stands for work in progress, so grab your project. I'm very new to this, so thought I'd print out some questions, some get to know me, so get to know who I am. So let's get started. Oh, and I am working on Awake Your Magic by Ann Stokes. So here we go. First question. Are you a morning or night person? I am a night person forced to be a morning person due to my son having to get up and go to school. Second, are you afraid of the dark? Nope, I love the dark. I love the stars. I love the moon. All that kind of stuff. Are you an introvert or extrovert? I am an introvert. So this is really quite odd for me to do. Are you double jointed? No, I am not. Am I a left or a right? As you can probably tell, I am a right-handed person. But I can do things with my left too. But I'm more dominant right. Are you more of a tidy person or a messy person? I am both. If you looked at my house, it's very cluttered, but then again, I don't have a lot of space. But I do like to organize and all of that, so I am both. Are you on time or always late? I am every once in a while late. Most of the time I'm early to appointments and stuff like that. I'd rather be early and have to wait than be late and have to apologize. Am I ticklish? Yes, I am. And can you curl your tongue? Yes, I can. I'm trying to get my son to do it too, but he seems to not be able to. Can I ice skate? No, I cannot. The first and very last time I went ice skating, I ended up falling, and every time I fell, I would get a safety pin stuck into me because I did not know it was in there in the snow pants that I borrowed. Can I wiggle my ears? No, I cannot. Coffee or tea? I do both. I like coffee in the morning, and then I like tea throughout the day. Both cold and hot tea. I'm not a nice coffee person. Cookies, cake, or donuts? Cookies, and if you really want to make me happy, chocolate chip cookies. They are my favorite. Did you ever participate in a talent show? I guess I did have in high school. My whole English class did because we had a German foreign exchange student that taught us "Oh Christmas Tree" in German. Glad I didn't go up there alone. Not my cup of tea. Did you go to prom? Yes, I did. I always went stag, though. I never had a date to prom. Did you like school? I did and I didn't. I did like certain classes, English being one of my favorites. But otherwise, I was really bored in school. Because a lot of it, once I moved from a private school to a public high school, I was bored because we had already covered most everything that they were covering. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do. Because I believe in the whole energy cannot be created or destroyed. So, something has to happen to us. Do you bite your nails? I don't believe I do. Do you consider yourself a good cook? My job before I started my own business, I worked as a manager, but I did all the jobs. Waitress, cook, manager stuff. And I started cooking at a young age. I was in the kitchen with my dad, helping him make dinner and stuff like that. So, and I've always had a love for cooking. Do you enjoy dancing? Yes, I do, though I don't really do it that much anymore. I will dance around with my kid once in a while to get him to laugh and smile and all that. I did it even more when he was a baby. Do you enjoy DIY or crafts? I enjoy both. DIY, I've built my own bookshelves and such like that. I diamond paint, which is not really a craft, it's more a hobby. I do origami, cross stitch, crochet. I'm working on trying my hand at wood burning, so that should be fun. I plan to do my feather on my logo into some wood at some point, hopefully before it gets cold, but it's already fall, so who knows. Do you forgive easily? I do, unless, well, for the most part I do. There are times where I won't forgive you at all, or myself. I'm really hard on myself, so I'm working on that. Do you have a nickname? I do, kind of. I did have one that an ex-friend of mine gave me, which was Al. I don't know where she came up with that, but for the longest time that's what I was called. And then another one of my friends, just because of my name being Atlanta, always called me ATL, which makes more sense to me than Al. Do you have any allergies? The only allergies I have are to different antibiotics. I have not found any. Oh, and cats. Cats. Do I have any phobias? Don't really think I do. I used to be afraid of heights, but I got over that by just going up on roofs and stuff to help roof. Do I have any piercings or tattoos? No, I have none. I want a few tattoos. I keep looking for an artist, but I've not found one that speaks to me. Hopefully, at some point, I will find one. I mean, there is one I kind of like that I see on Facebook, but she's all the way in Canada, so that might pose difficulty. So, yeah. Do I have children? Yes, I have one. He is 5, almost 6. He'll be 6 in November. And I want more, but I also don't at 2 because he is disabled, and I kind of have a fear that if I do have another one and they're healthy, that they will feel like it's all about him. So that's still up in the air. Do I have pets? Yes, I have 2 ferrets, and my son has 5 fish, though they're kind of like mine because I take care of them. But I eventually want to have a dog. But I need to move out of this place that I'm in before I can even think of doing that. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a half-brother and a half-sister from my mom's previous marriage. They are way older than me because she had them when she was young, like 18, 19. Do you prefer dogs or cats? I've said this. I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. Unless, of course, it's a hairless cat and it has to be black. Or, not black, gray. Then I'm all for it. Do you prefer Mac or PC? I am a PC person, though I don't really have a PC. Well, I do, but I don't. It doesn't want to log me on, so I need to get rid of it. I am thinking about just getting a tablet that I can carry around with me that has access to Windows, so I can use my label printer on it, because that's all I really used my PC for, was printing labels for my shop. Do you prefer the beach or the mountains? Beach, only because I've never been to the mountains. Though I've always had an affinity to water. My dad always seems to bring up the whole, oh, the water could be cold in your bath and you still wanted to stay in it. So, yeah, and my son's kind of the same way too. Do you prefer to bathe or shower? Shower, it's much quicker. Every once in a while, I'll treat myself to a bath, especially if I'm sore. Do you sing in the shower? No. No, I do not. I'm more of a, if I play music while I'm in the shower, I will dance a little bit in the shower while I'm washing my hair. Do you speak any different languages? I am able to speak some French. I want to learn more. More French and Italian. What else? Italian. Was thinking Russian, but there you have to learn a whole different alphabet. So that would take some time. Same with German. It's a different alphabet. I know a little bit of Japanese. I did start learning that, but I kind of gave up on that a little bit. Do you still have your wisdom teeth? No, I do not. I had them pulled quite some time ago. I want to almost say 7 or 8 years ago. Maybe a little bit more than that. Do you still watch cartoons? Yes, I do. Because my son watches cartoons. They're not like they used to be. When I was a kid, they were much different. Do you or have you played any sports? I used to play soccer before high school. Over the summer, I would play. And I was thinking about doing it in high school, but I decided no. There's too many requirements. So I didn't. Does your name have a special meaning? Yes. I am named after a Greek goddess, Atalanta. And my name means sure-footed, beautiful huntress. That's why I named my diamond painting channel Diamond Goddess. Have you ever been hospitalized? Yes. Summer going into 6th grade, I cracked my head open. Had to stay the night. Had to keep waking me up every hour on the hour because I had a concussion. But other than that, no, that's the only time. Have you ever been on a diet? Sometimes I've said that I'm gonna go on a diet, but never do. I love food too much, and that's the cook in me. Have you ever been to a concert? I've been to more than one. I've been to Disturbed, 3 Days Grace, Disturbed again, Pat Brown, just because my dad took me. But that's about it. There are artists I do want to see in concert. One band won't come to the US anymore, so that kind of makes me sad. If money were no object, what would you get for your next birthday? Well, for my next birthday, if money was no option, I would get a house, a car, a new car, even though my car now is not that old. But instead of an Equinox, I would have a Jeep or a truck, one of the two, I don't know. And then I would get all the accessories and stuff I would need to organize, fix up the house how I want to, because I want a library with a glass roof. So that when it rains, I can see that, or at night, the stars. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? That's a hard one. Because there's so many beautiful places. England, France, Australia, Japan. So, yeah. Those would be places I would consider living. Were you ever a scout or a brownie? Yes, I was a Girl Scout for a couple months. Till I got kicked out. Because we didn't have a car at the time. So we couldn't make it to meetings that were across the bay. So for that reason, they kicked me out of it. At least I got to go camping. Or on one of their camping trips. What city were you born in? I was born in Green Bay, Wisconsin. What did you last eat? I last ate some cheese pretzels. I know, odd thing to eat, but especially before bed. But I was getting sleepy and hungry, so I'm like, well, let me just munch a little bit and then go to bed. And that's exactly what I did. What did you want to be when you were younger? For a good solid 8 years, I wanted to be a veterinarian. And then as I got older, I'm like, I don't know if I could take having my patients and such have to be put down and stuff. I'd be crying all the time. So I decided that's not a good fit for me. What do you do on a typical Friday night? Friday night, my son gets home from school. I start cooking dinner. Then we kind of sit around and do, he plays on his tablet and I'll diamond paint, watch TV, play my game that I've been playing for a year on my phone. Then put him to bed when it's bedtime and diamond paint some more. What is one food that you refuse to eat? Tomatoes. I highly hate tomatoes. It's not just a texture thing, it's also taste-wise. What is one item on your bucket list? I want to go see... I want to see the world. Well, places in the world. Like England, Scotland, Ireland, Russia, Italy. Well, maybe not Russia anymore. But, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, even stateside. The farthest west I've been has been San Antonio, Texas. Farthest east I've been has been Washington, D.C. Farthest south was Florida, and that was on a band trip. What is one item you can't live without? Probably diamond painting, because this is my way of relaxing and dealing with my depression and anxiety. Oh, I placed that really badly. What is your shoe size? Well, my shoe size depends on like the make of the shoe. Mostly I'm 10 and a half, but I've had to go up to 11 or down to a 9.5, all depending on what type of shoe. What movie have you watched repeatedly? I really haven't. Well, okay. The Nightmare Before Christmas is probably the one I can watch over and over and over again. It's one of my favorite Disney movies. So, yeah. What phone do you have? Apple or Android? I am an Android user. Sorry, I'm not a big Apple fan at all. What should you be doing right now? Putting my new item that I have in my shop. But I decided to do a whip and chat instead. So I'll probably do that after my whip and chat. What's one goal you would like to accomplish this year? One of my goals is to maybe, I don't know, I haven't really thought of it, but probably something for my shop, or my business, I should say. I kind of have a lot of products that I don't sell anymore because I decided not to go the candle route. I went soap and lotions and stuff instead. So I need to get rid of them, but I don't want to just throw them out. So I've kind of been sending them in packages to people, and then since I'm friends with a candle melt maker kind of person, I'm like, hey, if you like this scent, go talk to her about it. So trying to get her business up and running some more too. What is one of your pet peeves? One of my pet peeves is people repeating themselves over and over and over again. Because it's like, I got you the first time, you don't need to keep repeating it. What's the last song you've listened to? What was the last song I listened to? I don't even remember. It's been so long since I listened to music. I just get so wrapped up into what I'm doing that I kind of don't listen to music, even though I have a lot of music on my phone. And all different kinds, too, because my taste is very eclectic. What's the most expensive item of clothing that you own? I don't really have anything. I don't spend money. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I mean, clothes are just supposed to cover your body and keep you warm. Doesn't need to be expensive to do that, is my feeling on that. What's the thing you can't leave the house without? I can't leave my house without my keys, since they have my driver's license and my cards and all that with them. And its little wallet thing. What's your best physical feature? I would say my eyes. They're very expressive, I've been told. Let's see. What's your Chinese sign? If they mean zodiac, then I am a snake. So, stupid. What's your current obsession? I don't really get obsessions. I mean, I guess diamond painting is one, but is it truly an obsession? I mean, I don't have to buy everything. I mean, I just got my first zippered case that I'm working out of. This is the first time I've used it. I like it. I've bought a couple more because with doing events, I've noticed I need more storage. And so I've bought a few, but I have my old storage too that I still use. My son is using one of mine for his first diamond painting that we started yesterday, and he placed maybe 10 drills and said he was done, which is okay. I know it's going to take a while for him to complete it, but again, it's the journey. Plus, it'll help his fine motor skills. So, what's your dream car? My dream car is a 1968 Stingray with black cherry and black cherry red. Ideally, I would like to build it from the frame up myself, but finding a frame from that year is really, really hard. Plus, I'm also in one of those cold climates, use salt on the road for ice. So not always the best idea to have a nice car like that in a place like this here. Or if I do, it will not come out in the winter time. I don't need it to start rusting and make parts horrible to come off. Or I have to use half a can of WD-40 to loosen a bolt. What is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is penguins. They are very sassy birds. So, I have a penguin that sits on my light while I diamond paint and watches me. Though I think my son wants to steal it from me, but I won't let him. What's your favorite book? I don't have a favorite book. I have a favorite book series. It's the Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series by Laurel K. Hamilton. It's up there in number of books. I think it's to 27, 28. She's working on the next one in that series, so I'll have to add to my collection. What's your favorite color? My favorite color is green. What's your favorite dessert? I would have to probably, besides chocolate chip cookies, would have to be French silk pie, which at some point I want to make one. What is your favorite drink? Besides tea, Dr. Pepper. What is your favorite food? Any comfort food, but like, especially pasta with white sauces, like Alfredo, beurre blanc, mac and cheese. But I also like mashed potatoes as another comfort food with homemade gravy. What is your favorite foreign food? My favorite foreign food would be General Tao's chicken. I don't know if it really is foreign or American Chinese food. So, I haven't had any true foreign food then. What is your favorite gadget? Favorite gadget? I don't know. I guess my camera could be called a gadget. What's your favorite hobby? That's a tough one since I have so many. I'd have to say reading. I love reading. I love how it just takes you out of the real world and puts you in a totally different world. So, reading. What's your favorite movie? As I said, Nightmare Before Christmas. I haven't found any outside of Disney that I do enjoy. Or, well, that I consider a favorite. What's your favorite restaurant? There is this awesome little dive bar, I want to say. It has really great pizza and great food that we go to. It's about 15-minute drive out of town, so it's not that bad. What's your favorite sandwich? A chicken sandwich with mayo, lettuce, no tomato because I'm not a tomato fan. Bacon would be good on it. What's your favorite season? We're in it. Fall. I love fall. The changing of the leaves, the wet, rainy weather. Halloween. It's cooler. What's your favorite scents? My favorite scents would be it's a toss-up between taste and sight. What's your favorite snack? Cashews. I love cashews. What's your favorite sport to watch? I really don't watch sports. I might every once in a while watch soccer, but for the most part, I don't really watch sports. I'd rather be playing them than watching them. What's your favorite thing to do for breakfast? I love either French toast or pancakes with butter, cinnamon, and sugar, and either a side of bacon or a side of sausage. But I haven't had a good hot meal like that for breakfast in a while. But then again, I also eat the weird things for breakfast. Cold pizza, hamburger, whatever leftovers in the fridge. That sounds good. Which I can blame my father for that one. Let's see if there's any tags on the other one that I haven't done already. Do you collect anything? I collect books. I have more books than diamond paintings. What are you passionate about? I am passionate about how my son is treated at school, with his disability, making sure I'm an advocate for him, because not always will he be an advocate for himself, especially at the age of almost 6. What is your most prized possession? Probably my mom's ashes. I know that's weird and kind of a little morbid, but she was my best friend. And she's gone. I don't have much left of her. Except memories. So that would probably be my most prized possession. Because I don't think I can say my son. He's not a possession. He's a human being. What is the greatest accomplishment of your life? Hmm. Well, being a mom, but also being a business owner, I would say. Those are my two great ones. I mean, I wouldn't be a business owner if it wasn't for my son, because I did it for my son so I could be home with him. And that way I can just go, and if he has a appointment, I can just go. I don't have to worry about, oh, can I have off and stuff like that. I can just go. What is your favorite most recent memory? Probably when I got to take Phoenix to the Green Bay Packers Stadium. He was so excited, and he was yelling up a storm when they took the field. It was awesome. What is your best childhood memory? I would have to say my mom and I would get a magazine, and she would put a bunch of pennies out, and we would turn page by page and put pennies on what we wanted. It was so much fun. And if my son wouldn't put the pennies in his mouth, then I would do it with him. But I won't do it until he can. What is your favorite holiday? Halloween. All things spooky. Love spooky season. Who knows you best? If my mom was still around, it would be her. But she's not. So, my son, I would say. What family member are you closest to? My son. What skill would you most like to learn? I want to learn how to do glass blowing. It looks very tedious, but also seems really rewarding when your piece works out and it doesn't break, and it would be beautiful. And when we were from Washington, D.C., we went to Colonial Williamsburg, and I got to see them do it how they used to back then. And I was so fascinated then by it, and then watching Blown Away on Netflix, it made me even want to do it even more. Where is the coolest place you traveled? At this moment, I'd have to say San Antonio. I loved the Riverwalk, with its awesome art pieces along it, and there's the stores, the shops, and watching the boat tour thing that goes through it. It was fun, definitely. What does your average weekend look like? Saturdays, most of the time. I'd get the grocery shopping done. On Saturday nights, I watch MNL Live, though, and Sunday, bath time for Phoenix, making sure his homework's done for school. Yeah, it's normally lazy lazy days on the weekends, apart from shopping and stuff like that. Your longest running friendship with someone would have to have been my best friend that I made in kindergarten, and it lasted through all of high school, a little bit out of high school, but then we kind of grew away from each other. What is your earliest memory? My earliest memory would have to be my car wash incident. I ended up being hot wax trying to help my father wash the car. Because I love water so much, I kept trying to get in it. My dad would say, get out of it, stay out of it. And I was good up until the very last, well, almost very last. And finally I got it. Got in it, and it was not water, it was hot wax. Or, it wasn't really hot, but wax. So I smelled lemony fresh. And it took 4 washings to get out of my hair. My mom was not the happiest about that one. But eventually they both started laughing. So, kind of felt like I was off the hook then for that. Who is your hero? My son. Because of all that he overcomes in a day. What is one thing that instantly makes your day better? Seeing my son smile or laugh, hearing him laugh, it's hard not to smile or laugh when he does. So, which he actually does quite a bit of. When did you first feel like an adult? I was probably 14, and my mom was in the hospital. I had to take care of myself. Oh wait, it might have been before that even, because my mom was in and out of the hospital a lot due to pneumonia and all that kind of stuff. Whose opinion do you care most about? My own. It's true, we are our worst critic. And I've beaten myself up a lot of times about stuff. And that's what weighs on me a lot. So, trying to be gentler on myself. More forgiving and all that. Aside from necessities, what's one thing you could not go a day without? Coffee. If I don't get coffee, or even caffeine, I should say, then I'm not the best to deal with. I'm very grouchy. What do you enjoy spending money on? diamond paintings, my son, my business, other people even. What is something that always makes you smile? My son. That's probably the answer to a lot of these questions. What is the greatest challenge or struggle you have ever faced? Coming to terms with my son's diagnosis. And finally, what is the biggest risk you ever took? I don't really take risks. Now more, well, I guess before having my son, I was very, oh, let's text and drive. And now I don't do that because I normally have my son in the car with me and I'm responsible for his life. So yeah, if you have any other questions about me, leave them down in the comments, and maybe next video I will be answering those. If you like what you heard or you feel like you can connect with me, just subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. I will see you in the next video. Bye!